everything seems to be working. Hello, hello, and welcome. All right, so for today, the big plan, the big plan is to get a lot of these animal ears painted and ready to be put on headbands. I have about 14 here sitting next to me. We'll see how many I get done. I don't think I'll get to all 14, but I'm gonna try. So, yeah, right here I got some fox ears done. I'm actually really happy. I got some fox ears because that was something I did definitely need. And these ones turned out so freaking cute. Look at that, they're so cute. So, to paint animal ears, most ear makers use an airbrush. I do have an airbrush, but I don't want to take my work outside. So I found a new method with using brushes and blending it in with my thumb. So I'll show you all how I do that. First, I'm gonna mix some paint. I know my beautiful, glorious paint palette here. And I'm gonna use a bit of titanium white, burnt sienna, yellow, and of course, rose pink. So I'm gonna mix up these colors to make the like pinky salmon color that I normally use for my ears. Hey, it's Isaac. Hi, Isaac. How you doing? Going pretty good, Isaac. Going pretty good. And how are you, Isaac? What have you been up to? I'm gonna get a bit of pink there. I know, you wouldn't think that so many colors goes into just making ears. But, sure. Most people would probably just go for the rose pink. But I like to have the colors be a little bit more on the realistic side. And this pink is just a little too pinky for me. So we're gonna make it more like a pinky flesh tone type color. Ooh, nice. Yum. Okay, that sounds actually really good, Isaac. Spicy Korean noodles. That sounds really, really good. Isaac, have you ever tried Korean barbecue? I think you would really like it. I like Korean barbecue. It's fun. All right, now that I got my pink color that I like, I'm gonna take some water and make it like super, super watery. Very watery. Almost kind of like the consistency of watercolor. I think I'm using slightly too small of a brush for this, but oh well. It's okay. Usually for stuff like this, I choose a brush that's slightly damaged, and this one is kind of damaged, so it fit the bill. I think, Isaac, if you ever get the chance to go try Korean barbecue, I think you would really, really like it. It's fun too. It's fun to do with a big group of people, I will say. Like, I understand why it's like a friend party group thing to go do. All right. So now that I have my colors mixed here, actually I'm gonna move it a little closer. I'm not so confined to space this time. I'm gonna bring forward my ears. Interesting. Korean fried barbecue. Huh. That does sound very interesting. If you ever try it, Isaac, you'll have to tell me how it is. All right, and then I'm gonna take my another different brush, more of like a fluffy brush. This one's weird. It's like a fluffy brush, but it's with stiffer bristles, and I just put a little bit of pink in there. And I'm constantly cleaning my brushes because I'm dealing with acrylic paint, and acrylic paint dries quickly. But then with the paint that I have here, take my thumb and I rub it into the fur. This is how I blend without using an airbrush. So if you don't have an airbrush, this is a good alternative for to make some ears. There we go. Yeah, if you ever try the new restaurant, Isaac, tell me how it is. Want to know. Curious. I like food. I like trying new places and trying new kinds of food. It's fun. All right, and now for this part, taking a flat brush, I dipped it into the paint and I'm just drawing a thin line for the detail in the ear. And there we go, that's pretty much it. And there's one ear done. Oh my gosh. A Pizza Hut and a chili dog place? Isaac, that street corner sounds like your heaven. I could see you just restaurant hopping. You know how some people bar hop? You just restaurant hop. You go get some spicy noodles at the Korean place, and then go over next door to Pizza Hut, get a slice of pizza, and then go over to the chili dog place and get a chili dog. Am I wrong? I'm sorry, Isaac, I'm making you hungry. I'll stop. There we are. Keep going. You want me to keep talking about food? All right, I'll keep talking about food. You know what I really like? I like tacos. Tacos are good. Isaac, what's your favorite kind of taco? There we go. Oh, wow, a wing shop. Nice. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of chicken wings. I know a lot of people do, but maybe I'm just a weirdo. Alrighty, there we go. First pair of ears done. Now I just have to do this a bunch of times over. Oh, here I have some snow fox ears. Ooh, I'm gonna put these aside so that they can dry. Here I got some snow fox ears. Also big request. People love the snow fox ears. So, and I like these. They turned out really, really cute. Oh, favorite taco with melted cheese beef. That's good. Sounds pretty good. Ah, that's too bad that the wing shop's fries aren't so good. Oh my gosh, how can you mess up on French fries? I don't know, maybe someone had an off day making the fries and just dumped the whole thing of salt on them. Like, oh no, there goes the whole container of salt. It's okay, we'll still serve them. They'll never notice. The customer definitely notices. Hey, it's Croc Hero. Hi, Croc Hero. It's been a while. Oh my gosh, did you just subscribe? Thank you, Croc Hero. Oh my. Aww. Croc Hero, that means a lot. Thank you. You're really kind. Thank you. How are you doing, Croc Hero? I feel like it's been a minute. Yeah, that's not good, Isaac. Two salty fries is not good. I know. And also, Croc Hero, what are you doing up at this hour? I'm gonna guess another night of all night video games. Well, I mean, you made it in good time. Working on cosplay animal ears. I got a show not this upcoming weekend, but next weekend I got a show. And oh my gosh. I'm a little scared. I just can't believe that Fan Fusion's almost here. The only reason why I'm nervous is because I have a lot still left to do. Aww. Really? Yeah, that is a little shocking you're not playing an all-nighter of video games. But that's nice you're staying up with the pups. That's cute. Aw. Give your doggies extra pettings from me. They're adorable. Yeah, very exciting. Very, very exciting. Just working on these ears. I have a good feeling about this show. I think it's gonna be a very good show. Supposedly there's going to be like a lot of different kinds of special guests there and all kinds of things. So it's always a fun show. It's always great. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Croc Hero. That's so cute. The little puppies. They're adorable fluffs. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear about your arms, Croc Hero. Oh, yeah, vaccines do that. Unfortunately, it sucks when you have to get them and your arms are all sore. But you know what? It'll pass. You just gotta let your body rest. Take it easy. Yeah. Ugh. Well, at least, Croc here, you have the puppies to keep you company. And you know what? Furry, fuzzy animals can always make us feel better anyway. Also, too, I feel like dogs know when you're not feeling well. Well, all I think also cats too. Like they kind of know. They're like, "Oh, you're not feeling well. Here, let me give you extra love." I used to have a cat. She was a calico. Her name was Callie, and oh my gosh, she was very in tuned with us. And if we were crying, she would come and comfort us. And she wasn't like a super cuddly cat either. Um, but when someone was like upset or hurt or sick, she like would come in and try to comfort you. So cute. She suddenly become really cuddly. She was such a cool cat. She also like if there was any kind of fighting or yelling, she would get right in the middle of all of it. She would stand in between the two of whoever, like there was an argument, and she would stand right in the middle of the argument and go meow and meow really loud. She was like, not in my kingdom. I still miss Callie. She was such a cool cat. Aww. He checks in on you. That's so cute, Croc Hero. Aww. You know, animals are really smart. I think more smart than like people give credit to. And they're very in tune with their environment. Ooh. No. Yeah, I like spaghetti and butter chicken. It's also very good. I'm not sure what toasties are, but I feel like toasties is something that I probably know what it is, but not the name. Unless if it's just toast. But I don't think that's right. Yeah, Callie was a good girl. She was a very cool calico cat. Oh, a toasted sandwich. Okay, I got you. I like sandwiches. I like warm sandwiches, especially with toasted bread and like melted cheese. That's all very good stuff. your your dog barks at you when you're lazy. He's like, "Get up." You're supposed to do stuff. You're supposed to feed me. Feed me. That's cute. And I'm sure it gets your butt moving. Ooh. Isaac, what recipes did you find? I'm curious now. It's possible you already told us, but it's not ringing a bell at the minute. Which all of you know that kind of happens when I'm working. I'll be like, what did we just talk about? Mm-hmm. I like melted cheese. I like melted cheese on sandwiches. I like melted cheese on like making homemade nachos. Those are really good, you know? Like in the toaster oven. Okay, that's really cute, Croc Hero, that your dog keeps you in check. He's like, no slacking today. That's really, really cute. I'm not quite that much of a doofus, but almost, almost. No, because I'll be like getting into my art. Well, you've all seen me. I'll get in so into my art and then I completely lose track of like what is being said or what I'm even saying, you know? Like I'll start saying something and then I'll trail off and be like, "What? What was I talking about?" I just become so immersed in my own art. Oh, chili buffalo wings. That sounds interesting. You know what sounds really interesting? Ramen burritos. That I don't Isaac, I'll let you try that. You can share with me how that is. That sounds a little. I like ramen and I like burritos, but combining the two, Sounds a little. I'm not a picky eater, but that sounds a little weird to me. I'll let you enjoy it and you tell me how it is. That also sounds like high people food. Like 4 a.m. munchy food. Well, Croc Hero, I'm glad that your doggos keep you in check and keep you motivated. That's funny. That's funny. Just in the chat, keep sending memes, and it's like, wait, what were you talking about again? Just kept sending memes. That's funny. See, okay, I'm not wrong. Yeah, Croc Hero, you agree with me that ramen burrito definitely sounds like 4 a.m. munchy food. Alrighty. Well, Isaac, let me know whenever you act when you make those recipes. Let me know how they are. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. You have to rewatch your own videos. Do you have to do that, Croc Hero, where you rewatch your own videos? You're like, wait, what did I just say? Like almost rereading text messages. I sometimes have to do that, where I'm like, did I say this already in the chat? Or yes, no, and then I will have to read back in the chat, and sometimes I find out that I like repeat myself and I don't mean to, just brain full, and I have something to say. Meatloaf sandwich. That does sound interesting. I think you talked about, Isaac, a meatloaf sandwich one time. I think I remember this. And I think I remember in the conversation you said that it's just bread and then meatloaf in the center. Where and then I was like, I need a little bit more to my sandwich than that. I think I need like some lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, pickles, mustard. I'm like, then it'll be good. I need a little something more than just meat and bread. And yes, pulled pork sandwiches are very good. Very, very good. For Halloween each year we do a potluck with our neighbors and set up outside on the driveway, and my dad always makes pulled pork. And it's so good. And all of our neighbors love it. Even the neighbors, like, we have a neighbor who personally doesn't like to eat pork, but she will cheat a little bit and have like a little bit amount because it's so yummy that she's like, ah, oh, like I can't miss out, and so she'll have just a little amount to enjoy. Hey, that says a lot when your cooking is so good that it gets people to cheat on their diets. Oh no! You send the videos on Snapchat so you can't re-look at them. Ah, bummer. And I don't go you to Snapchat. You're all good. I don't know why some people are so judgy over Snapchat. Snapchat's just fine. I hardly use Snapchat anymore, but I still use it every once in a while. Not as much as I used to, though. I don't know why. Yeah, no, Snapchat sometimes works great for some people. I know I have a couple of friends that's like, don't text me, I don't answer text messages. Just answer me on Snapchat, then I answer. I'm like, okay, whatever works good for you. I have people like that on Instagram too. Don't message me on Instagram, I won't answer. Message me on Discord, and I'm like, okay. Everyone has their different platforms that they prefer over others, so you're all good. Yeah, same. I need more to my sandwich than just simple things. Want I want like different sauces and vegetables. I like when I get a sandwich, I like a loaded sandwich. Yeah. Ooh, that sounds good. Croc hero, some cucumber and beetroot. Okay, this sounds weird, but sometimes I put apple slices in my sandwich, and it's really, really good. It's kind of like sweet and crunchy. Yeah. I know what you're saying. But you know what? That's like with every chatting platform, you know? Every chat, like, I don't know, every chatting platform, every community, I feel like has its toxic people, unkind, like, not nice people, creepy people. They're everywhere. You can't get rid of them. So, I'd just say surround yourself with good people and block everyone else who is not kind. And that's that. That's what you do. That's what I do. And I stay out of the drama. True, evil Leia, true. Yeah, there is yeah, you can send texts or videos or all that kind of stuff. So since now talking about memories, I just had a memory that popped in my head. This was old. This was like back in high school. So my memory, as we're talking about, is not always the greatest. So I used to save text messages in my Snapchat messages because sometimes I would have to go reread things, especially if it happened late at night. And I was texting one of my friends and I was saving all his messages because I knew I wasn't going to necessarily remember everything. Or maybe he would have told me something and I would have to reread it. And he got super creeped out and really mad at me that I was saving all the messages. And they weren't even bad. Like, we were talking about different colleges to go to. It wasn't even, it wasn't like secretive or spilling tea or gossip. It was just like I don't know. I don't even remember fully the conversation. I just remember him debating about which college to go to. And then he's like, "Why are you saving all my messages?" Because sometimes I like to reread them. And he's like, "Why do you need to reread them?" And I'm like, I guess he was self conscious about what college he wanted to go to. Oh my gosh. I've heard Isaac. I know what you're talking about. A grilled cheese, like a 4 cheese grilled cheese. I don't know. To me, that sounds like a lot of grilled cheese. It sounds like one of those things that would be delicious, but I think I could only eat a single bite of and then be done with. I don't think I could eat a whole lot of that. Alright, I'm just remixing some paints. Yeah, I know, right? That is a lot of cheese, Isaac. That's why I'm like, I bet it's good. But oh man, I don't think I could eat that sandwich. At least not by myself. Yeah, I say don't judge too harshly. But next time you make a sandwich, especially it like apple pairs really well with like turkey. Um, but an apple turkey sandwich and any kind of like I would say like either Swiss cheese or Munster cheese, mozzarella, something like white and creamy. Really good. Yeah, but try it. It's good. Oh no. Yeah, unfortunately, I've seen that working at the mall like tons of like kids like elementary school age with the phones and they're just like yeah, like 7, 8 years old running around at the mall all by themselves and just with a phone and the phone's the babysitter and I'm like, well, I'm not gonna judge because I'm not your parent, so um I just won't judge. I don't know, everything they would come in, want henna. I don't know, I never had an issue. I'd be like, okay, sure. You might say, oh my gosh, I can't believe you did henna, but I was like, yeah, but they wanted like a son or something like that. And if the parents had issues with it, they should talk to their kids. I mean, I never had an issue. I will say, I've never heard a story where a parent came in and said, oh my god, I can't believe you drew on my child. Well, you shouldn't let your kid running around the mall by themselves. Thankfully, that never happened. Never had that issue come up. I did have lots of teens that wanted a henna, and then their parents were with them, and their parents said, absolutely not, no. That happened quite a bit. I even had one time a mom super paranoid that our henna paste had peanuts in it. Yes. I couldn't tell if the mom just was super paranoid or if she was trying to make an excuse why her teenage daughter couldn't get a henna tattoo. But her daughter really wanted something, and I said, okay. And the mom's like, what is the henna made out of? My daughter's highly, highly, highly allergic to peanuts. And I'm like, well, we don't have any peanuts in here. And it's uh like it's just henna leaves, which is ground into a powder, lemon juice, sometimes water. We actually stopped making it with lemon juice because people started popping up that were allergic to lemons. So, very rare allergy, but it happens. So, we just started doing water because no one's allergic to water. So, yeah, henna powder, water, and eucalyptus oil. And then that's it. And the mom was like, but there might be peanuts in there. And I'm like, there's no peanuts. And then the daughter was like, well, can I just try a little smear on my arm just to see if I have allergic reaction? And the mom was like, okay, I'll allow it. So I did a little dot on her and the daughter walked around the store for like 5-10 minutes. No reaction, none at all. And the mom was still super paranoid. She's like, well, it might have peanuts in it. We don't know. I tell you, this is a legit real story. And I was like, and the daughter was like, I could tell she was super, super irritated with her mom. She's like, look, mom, I don't have any allergic reaction. You can see. She's like, well, we don't know. It might turn into something later. It might have peanuts in it. She might not know what she's talking about. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, I think that sounds good, Isaac. Hey, it's always good to eat healthy. I think so. Keeping a balance, less processed foods. Yeah, good fruits and veggies. There's always so many good fruits and veggies. Yeah, true, Evolea, but sometimes people are a little too paranoid. At least in my opinion. Especially it's not like we're just like like a boutique. Like there's no kitchen, there's no cross contamination. Like there was no peanuts in the vicinity at all. And she even did a little test on her arm, and obviously there was no reaction. I don't know. I think either the mom was paranoid or she didn't want to pay for a henna. She didn't want her daughter to get one and she was just trying to find an excuse. So yeah. Wait, what? There's a allergy to water? I've never heard of such a thing. But how could someone be allergic to water? Like, part of our bodies are made of water. Exactly, Croc Hero. Exactly. See, you see what I'm saying. And also, I'm sorry, but that sounds so weird of a henna being made with peanuts. I don't even like I guess no, it would be so oily. It'd be gross. I don't even think it would like work. Yes, I know, Evalea, when it'll throw your electrolytes off, but you gotta drink like a stupid amount of water. What the heck? That's so odd. I've never heard of such a thing, Croc Hero. The more snow fox ears. No, we're making good progress. Making good progress on the ears. Yep, and this is pretty much it. This is like what I do when I make have an assembly line. of ears. So when I say ear factory, this is pretty much what it looks like. Hey, it's Win! Hi, Win. How you doing? It's Win! Win, how you doing? What you up to? How you doing this fine morning? Doing good. Hey, that's okay. Slept in a little bit. That's all right. Good. Glad you're doing good. I'm moving through these ears. My goal is to get all of them painted here. Like to get as many painted as possible today. Painted. Did you miss any mouse ears? No, I haven't gotten to painting any mouse ears yet, but I do have some that are trimmed next to me. So how about after this snow fox ears, I do have some gray mouse ears. Just in time. These snow fox ears are so soft and fuzzy. There we go. Yeah, still trying to get. I have another batch of foam cores that are just cut out. I don't remember how many is in the batch, but if I had to guess, maybe another 14 or 15 are cut out, and it's a bunch of bunny ears and fawn ears. Um, there's some tall bunny ears in there. There's what a lot of people have been calling floppy bunny ears. I first designed them to be like fawn ear, like very large fawn ears. But since people think they're floppy bunny ears, sure. I think I've said this before. Like my ears can be kind of universal. Like I might have an intention of what they are to be, but um sometimes it just fits with the like cosplay. Like I had someone one time, they I made some little tan mouse ears, but she was actually looking for lion ears, and it was true with her cosplay, they looked like lion ears. So, I think it can really I don't know, they can kind of be interpretive, whatever you want them to be or need them to be. Heck, I even had someone take the really tall bunny ears, the gray ones, and she folded them down and they look like floppy folded puppy ears. and her fursona was a gray puppy. So it ended up working out fantastically. Really, really works for whatever you want them to work as. Yeah, making some little mouse ears. I have some like really tiny mouse ears in the works, but now I'm making like slightly bigger mouse ears. Where can I put these? This can go here. Here's the gray mouse ears in question. I think it's a good gray color. I really, really like this color of gray. It's almost like a blue gray. I forget officially what the name is of this color. I forget, but I like it. There we go. So here you go, Win. Making you some gray mouse ears. I was thinking about how they might attach to your hat rather than putting them on a headband. I'm thinking about putting them on alligator clips, and then it just clips into your hat. And so you kind of wear the hat and the ears as one piece rather than trying to wear a headband and then the hat on top. The ears would, I fear that they'd get in the way. And I know you probably don't want to cut holes in the hat either, because I know you'll actually like wear that in like even out of cosplay. Aw, that's okay, Croc Hero. You're all good. And if you, Croc Hero, if you're tired and you need to go to bed, please go sleep. You're all good. You are all good. Not to worry at all. I'm just happy that you stopped by today. It was good to see you, Croc Hero. Yeah, no, you're all in. When you're good, you are good. You know it's a chill stream here, and when you haven't really missed too much. I mean, I'm just sitting here painting ears, so it's kind of the same repetitious pattern. So you're all good. I'm just happy that I got people here to hang out with and chat with as I work. And I'm happy that you're all like interested in seeing the process behind all the creations. Of course, of course, of course. I'm happy that you're here, Croc Hero. I'm happy that you stopped on by. And please, if you need to get some sleep, get some sleep. Yeah, I was hoping that I will adjust the microphone a little bit, put it away from the window a little bit. I'm sorry about the blowers. There are gardeners outside for the neighbor. The neighbor has the gardeners right now. Worst timing. It's like, come on, guys. I'm streaming here. I hope it's not too loud for you guys. I hope that it's like soft in the background kind of thing. I kind of moved the microphone away from the window, so hopefully you won't hear it as much, because I know this microphone's like directional. Alrighty. Alright, well, you too, Croc Hero. Have a good one. Get some sleep. I'll see you later. Bye for now. Aw, and thank you, Croc Hero, for the hearts. I appreciate ya. The smell of cut grass. Oh no! Evo, like, I just reread what you said. I thought you said something else and I was gonna make a comment, and then I reread it and, like, no! The smell of cut grass is the smell of grass screaming in pain. That's so sad. That's so gothic to think of it like that. Aww. No. I don't think of it like that. I don't like to think of the grass screaming in pain. That kind of makes me sad a little bit. Poor cut grass. Me. No! I know, me too. Me too, Win. Now anytime I see tall grass, it's like, I don't want it to be cut. Alright, here are the gray mouse ears. What do you think, Win? They look cute? They look Bernard enough? Hopefully they looking adorable. What else? What else I got here? Ooh, I got some little tan ears. Put those aside now. I got these little guys. These little guys were from the batch before this one, and they I didn't paint them in time, and I'm like, well, I'll just paint them when the next batch is along the way. So I don't like to mix paint when there's only really like one pair of ears to paint. I think it's kind of I don't know, like it's kind of a waste of paint because I use so little. I know it seems like I use a lot of paint, but I water it down a lot, so even a little bit of paint goes a long way. And I'd rather do an entire batch of ears than just one set. Yay! I'm glad you like the ears, Win. I'm glad you like them. Of course! I'm more than happy to make you some ears. Of course, of course. Yeah. Get you some ears for your Bernard cosplay. Yeah, these ears actually here. I was thinking about upgrading the ears that I have for my Ari cosplay, because the Ari cosplay I have with an old tan color that doesn't really match her hair color, but this is like almost the same color as her wig. So I actually originally made these for me. But I don't know if I want these ears to be on a headband or if I want them to be on hair clips, so it's a little more seamless in my wig, or if a headband's good enough. But honestly, the headband, you don't really see it in the wig. I might just stick them on a headband, then it's easier for me. Then I don't have to worry about if they look even or not. I just like put it on. Cause like, I don't know, you really don't see it, especially that she kind of has like a poof and it kind of folds over the headband. So Adding upgrades to my Ari cosplay. And if you're curious, this is specifically for her all-out skin. But actually, oh no, I'll have to make new ears too for her. I do have a Pop Stars Ari now. That needs heavy modding. But that will have to be because her ear shape slightly different, and also she has like a heart earring, so that will have to be made new ears. Also a different wig. I thought I could be able to share the wig between the two cosplays, but then I looked again and I'm like, oh, in All Out it's like a pink ombre, but in for Pop Stars it's just blonde. So I'm like, damn it. Oh well, that's how it goes. Eee. So these will be new little Ari ears. Adding upgrades. Alright, what else we got here? Got another set of gray mouse ears. So I know I made a set of gray mouse ears for you, Win, but they were so cute that I'm like, you know what? I don't have many mouse ears. I haven't actually made that many mouse ears for like sale. So, and people like them. Also, what's really cute, if you fold these down, they do look like puppy dog ears that's been folded, like folded puppy dog ears. Um, so again, it's really up for interpretation of what these animal ears can be for. And I thought I could make a couple. Aw, thank you, Evo Leia. Thank you. Hey, you know me. I like to wear fun clothes. I like to never be boring with my outfits. I don't know, I think that clothing is such a fun form of self-expression, and I care about the way I look, and I want to, and I have fun. I have fun like coming up with different outfits and that kind of stuff. And I will say I do like to go thrifting. That is so much fun. Because I feel like it's kind of like a treasure hunt when you go thrifting. Yeah, more mice. More mice ears. Yay. All right. What meme are you bringing back, When? I'm curious. Um, ever heard of biker mice from Mars? No, Blood. I've never heard of that before. It sounds like a one of those insane cartoons. Please explain more, Blood. What is biker mice from Mars? This sounds silly. I'm very intrigued. Do I need to take inspiration from my mice ears from this? I don't know, is it a TV series? Is it a movie? I must know more. This sounds so funny. All right, yay, another set of mice ears done. All right, where can I put these ones? I'm kind of running out of space because before on my table I have them like stacked, but when they're drying I can't stack them because this one's not even cut yet. No! This one, I thought, oh my gosh, I was being so careful. I was like checking all of them and I was like, okay, do I have them all cut? No. Well, these fox ears need to go back to being trimmed. This one is thankfully trimmed. Okay. We're good. I'm gonna move some things around. On this table here I have looks like a little drying rack. A little drying station of all these ears. Post some memes? Okay. I'll have to look later when. What meme did you post? Alright, and there are a couple of ears that still need to be trimmed and hot glued. But I did paint all the ears that needed to be painted. So that's good. This is the last set here. What the heck? That sounds like such a weird concept. I swear in the like 90s cartoons sometimes had the weirdest concept. Like they had the funniest cartoons. Like, yes, this will work. That's so funny. Blood, was the cartoon any good? Because sometimes with those things, like it's a weird concept, but yet it's surprisingly good. But then sometimes it's like weird concept and you're like, nope, it is what you expect. It's pretty bad. Interesting. Paint ears with charcoal. I don't know. I would be nervous to paint with charcoal because I'd be worried that the charcoal would flake off and fall off. leaving like ugly residue. And I would hate to get that charcoal on someone else's cosplay or on their hair. I bet it looks really seamless and cool, but wearing it, I'd be like, I don't know, I would feel so bad if my products ruined someone's like cosplay, like if it's shedded and if like someone's cosplay got stained from it. That's why I like the acrylic paint, it doesn't chip off. Interesting. So this alien mice biker gang is also a video game? Interesting. What the heck? And I've never heard of this before. This is so funny. Ka, if you're here, which I know you probably are, have you heard of this show before? I know you know a lot of I know you've sometimes have heard of like weird obscure shows like you just remember. Want to know, do you remember this? Do you know this game? And all because I was painting some mouse ears. Alrighty. Here we go. Last little fox ears. I'll probably end up making more fox ears too because I have learned you can never have too many fox ears. Apparently. Alrighty, so right here, I painted 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, wait! Aha! I have another set right here. This will be 12. Alrighty. Yep, and I try to use up as much paint as possible. And I still have 3 pairs of ears over there that need to be hot glued. And then 1 pair that still needs to be trimmed. Can't believe I missed that. Oh well. It happens. Sometimes this happens with like assembly line stuff, is that like 1 pair will be missing something and it moves along. Like I have a pair of mouse ears that are incomplete because I forgot to make the metal interior of one of the ears, which I put it off to the side, like as if both sets or both ears had a metal interior, and then I went to go hot glue it. Hot glued 1 ear, and then I'm about to hot glue the other, and I'm like, where's your metal interior? What happened here? It was okay. I was working late that night. It happens. Washing my brushes, gotta make sure keep them nice and clean. Especially this flat brush I'm using here. I really like this brush a lot. It is a really nice flat brush. You know what? Just in time too that this is my last set of ears for this this painting session right here, because I'm almost out of paint on my palette. So, and you know what? I do have more paint though I could mix. How about I trim that pair of ears? I don't really have a cord that is long enough to bring over the hot glue gun over here, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would hot glue gun the rest of the ears that need to be glued. But I could easily trim those ears and mix up some more paint. Paint those ears. And depending on the time, which I probably will have more time, is I have 2 sets of horns here that have never been finished painted. They're waiting. They're waiting for their, like, the little metallic details in the grooves. And they've been just sitting there waiting. So I was like, oh, maybe I could finish those. Why not? There we go. Yay! Look how adorable. Some little fox ears. So cute. All right. So, you know what? I'm going to move this aside carefully, not to smudge any ears that are wet. I'm going to move this toe. And I'm going to move these guys. I'm going to bring forward the ears that need to be trimmed. And I need to get tools. There we go. So this is where I keep like all my wig style and stuff. All right. I got some scissors here, comb, and a normal pair of scissors. Where are those? I'm gonna just put that over there. This over here. Yep. And these scissors here I only use for wigs and for fur. That's what I only use this one for. I know, it just keeps it keeps these scissors from getting dull too fast. Which I'm gonna trim this right here. There we go. Actually, I'm gonna just throw that away. And then so first when I'm trimming, I check all my sides, see if there's anything like that needs to be trimmed. Like right here, it's a little uneven. Making sure sides look nice. Yep, everything looks nice. Everything looks good. And for the inside of the ear, so this is the inside corner, that's the outside corner. I'm just gonna put aside. Make my line. And I brush it the opposite direction. And then I do a little bit of the corner, put that to the side, and then I brush up what I want to cut, and I leave a little bit at the bottom too. So I basically, I want to cut everything that's here that's standing up. And I want to make sure that my scissors are very flat. Because if I cut at any angles, I will see that, and then the fur will kind of look like these little ramps. Rather than the fur being cut like this, it'll be cut like this, and it'll leave like little like zigzaggy peaks. Don't really want that. Then I trim the sides. And there we go. And then that's how I trim the insides of the ear. Oh my gosh, what's right? Oh my god. Isaac, that sounds like a massive burger. I would never be able to eat that. You enjoy. So what is it? It's a cheeseburger stuffed inside another cheeseburger. And then deep fried. Oh my god. That sounds insane. Evolea, a beesburger. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think you would level up. For sure. Alright, now for the other side of the ear. Just comb. Fuzzies be gone. And then this is the inside of the ear, so I want the fur to be a little bit taller. So I'm just gonna cut away at it with my comb, kind of make a separation, and then brush it all back. Everything that I want cut is brushed back. Excuse me, so sorry. See, I tell you, it's the fur fuzzies. And then keeping a flat scissor, I am just cutting along the edges. And cutting away at the fur, giving it shape. There we go. Now have a perfectly cut fox ear. A perfectly adorable fox ear. Oh my gosh, I know, right? A level up burger. That would be insane. Aw, thank you, Win. Thank you, Eva Leia, for my little mouse sneezes. Damn, that was so fast. That was just a quick little trim. I don't know why I didn't finish it. I must have, like, thought I did and then just put it away. That's okay. Sometimes in these large batches this happens. But I always go back and I always correct things. You know, something that I always do make sure to have is, like, quality control. I never am sloppy about any, like, any of my ears. Everything always, I make sure everything looks perfect. You know, that's why I go back and I correct things. If I see something's missing or not done right, I go back and I fix it. Fur. And no, I'm not just throwing it on the floor. There's a trash can right here. I promise I'm not dirty. I know it might look like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she's just like throwing the fur on the floor. No, I'm not. I swear, I promise. I promise, I promise. What? Trying to think. Yeah, there was I don't know if people could eat for free. I know that there was an eating challenge that if you finished it, you didn't have to pay for it. And it was called Heart Attack Grill. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, it was like a normal restaurant. I think it even looked like a hospital on the inside, but they had like super greasy burgers. I don't even know if this restaurant is still a thing. I forget where it is in the US too. But yeah, and then they had some burger challenge thing that if you ate the whole burger or something like that, you could eat for free and they like wheeled you out to your car um in a wheelchair. Yeah, I was like over the top like that. Gosh, man, that was from a long time ago. I don't even know if it's still a thing. Was it in Vegas? Was Heart Attack Grill in Vegas? I don't remember. I can't tell you where it was. I mean, it sounds like a very Vegas type experience. Oh, okay. So oh, okay. It's an Arizona thing. Hey, it's possible that there's multiple of them. It's an Arizona thing. Gotcha. That's too funny. Oh, okay. So that's what happened to it. Man, that's crazy. That's so funny. I guess their food was too greasy. It was too much. There we go. Now painting the last ear. So what? Painted 13 ear? No, this is 12, right? No, 13. Because that other one where I was like 12, and I'm like, wait, I never painted the 12th one. Gosh, do I have more than 14 ears up here then? I thought I counted in this batch, but maybe I miscounted because then there's get this 13 and then 14, 15, 16. Oh, I know what happened. Okay. I added into this group the 2 ears that I didn't paint from my last batch. That's where I was like, why is there suddenly 2 extra ears? That's why. Got so confused for 2 seconds. I was like, hold on here. Something's going on. I do like making the ears. It's fun. Aw. Aw, you're sweet, Isaac. Yeah. Hey, if you ever move here, you'll have to let me know. We have some good restaurants here I think you'll very much enjoy. Except, Isaac, I don't know if you would like our summers here. I won't sugarcoat it. Our summers are very, very warm. You might like it better in the winter here when it's nice out. Not boiling hot outside. Live cooking hacks from Isaac. Sounds like fun.